is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Trojans will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Tech's offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Man, and that's not the start they needed. You're already the underdog. You've struggled this season going against a really good team. First drive, first possession, man, what do? You turn the football over. That's probably why they have a losing record.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The toss sweep to the right. Finds a little space. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Massey. Keeps looking downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play.
Turning it on. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Gets the back moving. To the ground. He's got it again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Now the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. He wants to change this route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. There he goes, just plowing ahead. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. At the 45, on his way. Wide open space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USC.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Massey. Hauls it in. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Got his man quickly. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. On first down from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake. Extending the play. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Burgess. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Massey. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking left. He's got him wide open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think
touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Open field on the right. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He splits the uprights. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Fights off a defender. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught near the sticks. It's Prince. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
2nd down coming up. Handoff from the gun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
35, Georgia Tech, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Hauls it in, looking for space. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Back to throw, it's Massey. Looking to the big tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pressure coming. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It's caught, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, USC! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finding open areas. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's blue. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, and he's got room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
USC.
The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Number 17 set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
Dropping back, it's Massey. Using his legs to buy some time. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice...
Touchdown, Trojans! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Trying play action.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The handoff to Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be champions.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Massey. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to
He's got it along the sideline. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. Just keep slinging it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Lets it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, USC! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Slithers into space. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Dumps it to the back. To the end zone, and it's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
82, Georgia Tech, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Yellow Jackets have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.